Are the American people entitled to honesty from our president? Recall that during the debate leading up to Obamacare, the president repeatedly misled the people when he promised that if they liked their plans, they would be allowed to keep them. Caught in the misrepresentation, President Obama denied it at first, but ultimately was forced to admit that he, quote, should have been more clear. And here he goes again. In January, as the terror group ISIS took control of Fallujah, the president dismissed the growing threat as simply JV. That was just 8 months ago. By August, our own defense secretary described ISIS this way.
ISIL is as sophisticated and well-funded as any group that we have seen. They're beyond just a terrorist group. We must prepare for everything.
Under fire for either misstating the threat or failing to appreciate it earlier, the White House spokesman denied the facts, claiming President Obama was not talking about ISIS when he used that term JV, a dodge the Washington Post gave 4 Pinocchios. And now President Obama doubles down on the falsehood.
I wasn't specifically referring to ISIL. I've said that regionally, there were a whole series of organizations that were focused primarily locally, weren't focused on the homeland.
Once again, Mr. Obama stands accused of misleading. The JV comment came in response to a reporter question from The New Yorker about the group that just took over Fallujah. That was ISIS, and the president knew it. PolitiFact reprints the entire exchange, concluding that, quote, it's clear the president was talking about ISIS. They rated his denial yesterday false. The reasons for the president's statements are anybody's guess. However, the growth of ISIS arguably undercuts an important claim from this president, who ran for re-election saying al-Qaeda was on the run. But ISIS is an al-Qaeda offshoot. Its earlier name was al-Qaeda in Iraq. Moreover, its progress in Iraq was made possible in part by the American troops' total withdrawal, something the president's own generals had warned him not to do. Honesty on the rise of a terror group should be expected from any commander-in-chief. However, the bigger question tonight: has the president been deceiving the American people, or worse, has he been deceiving himself?